as a romance, to be honest with you. I know there's a romance at the heart of it, but I tend to think of it as a big adventure story. You know, when people ask me how to describe the show, I usually call it a ripping good yarn, because it's just like a great tale. You know, this woman caught up in all these adventures with different people at different times, and that's kind of the way I think about it. I don't tend to think about it as a book that was meant for women or men, or trying to adapt it for men. It's just a good story, and I was pulled into it, and so I kind of feel like, you know, the audience will be pulled into it as well.
It's probably notorious by now, but it is actually the Wentworth prison scenes, which involve, this very intense psychological and physical encounter between Jamie and Captain Randall. It's going to be very demanding, both of the writers and of the actors. And when you take risks like that, either they fall apart or they pay off big. And in this case, I think they'll pay off big. It's going to be spectacular if they pull it off. Thank you very much.
I think I'm not sure I can take much responsibility for it. I think I just have like a period face. But yeah, I mean, often it means you have some great writing to handle, and so I do enjoy the challenge of sort of transporting some audiences back, to other times, other ways of thinking, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a challenge, but an exciting one. Twice as much work, but sadly not paid twice as much. No, it was two really different characters, so that was kind of exciting and fun. And Diana's written some very strong characters throughout the book, and Jack and Frank are no exception to this. So it's been a rewarding experience.
This is a fantastic opportunity for an actor. It's a great role, they're great books, there's a whole material to draw people down to. It's such a well drawn out world. So we're just lucky to be playing these characters. Yeah, he's brilliant. He changes a lot in the show. Hopefully, see a different day from different stuff.
Clare is a woman in the 40s, so all of my sort of research and character work was done on the 40s, and I watched a lot of 40s films, which I was already a fan of. I listened to a lot of 40s music. I read books on